What up, everybody? Baroque Medusa here. Guess what? Top Shelf Hijinks has attained their second guest of the year. None other than Jeff Garcia, owner of Zero Habit Studio. What's Zero Habit Studio? Well, it's his traveling photo booth that is here for all your motherfucking party needs. Let's do this. Zero Habit, Jeff Garcia. What is going on?
Hello.
Hello. Welcome to your first podcast, I guess, episode.
Yes, definitely.
All right. So let's get into it. You are Jeff Garcia. You have a photo booth side gig that I'm very interested in because you've been doing that since, I guess I've known you for, I don't know, maybe 2 years now.
I've been doing it for 4 going on 5 years now.
Nice. So what made you get into this? Let's start there.
Okay. Well, I had started my own printing business and I was successful slowly but surely. It took some time, but I kind of made a name for myself, and I had my brand Zero Habit. It started with just making shirts with my logo, but I found out there wasn't a lot of money in that. So I started printing for other people, their logos, whether it was for work or maybe they just wanted something printed. And I started getting into trying to do like signs, business cards, a little bit of everything. But I slowly realized that like the money was with apparel, so I just stuck with that. And I was getting a lot of shirt orders. I was working aerospace at the time, and I was focusing on Zero Habit. And then I decided to leave aerospace to continue just focusing on Zero Habit, making apparel for myself and for others. I kind of had a lot of money. I didn't know what to do with it. And so I wanted to invest. And I came up with a list of things that I wanted to do and have fun and how I could, continue to make money, but like kind of change it up, because printing was my passion. But I narrowed it down to buying a photo booth.
Okay, well, that's very interesting. So, I guess, what's the startup cost on that? Or I guess there's got to be different levels or whatever, but you're
Yeah.
on the go. Like, you'll give the listeners your social media handles at the end. And of course, it's in the episode notes, you guys, so you can click on the links there. But you're very active and you got busy weekends. It's a trip to see all your stories and your Instagram posts with all the parties you attend. It's like he's having fun and he's working, so it's cool.
Yeah. Well, the startup cost, I want to say just to get like the booth itself was around $6,000 for everything.
Oh, wow.
But
Okay.
I invested probably another 2 to 3 grand more on buying like sequence backdrops, getting those sewed so they could match and sparkle, buying props, and that's a constant cost because they get stolen all the time.
Right.
Buying paper and film for the printer because I do print the photos as well.
I was wondering.
Yes,
Okay, so it's
I
not all
do print them.
digital.
It's not all digital. I actually give the customer digital copies 1 or 2 business days later. But
Okay.
at the event, I will either print out 2 copies of the 2x6, the 2x3 or the 4x6, depending on what they chose.
Oh, that is so cool. So how big is the booth?
It's the standard size.
Oh,
It's
okay.
probably about, when it's built, about 7 feet tall because of the lighting on top and the umbrella. But like the booth itself is like, it's in a rectangular shape. It's
Right.
quite thin. It's just kind of tall because of the frame, but it's not heavy. Obviously, when it's all built, it's a little heavy, but during the process of building it, I can do it by myself in like 10 minutes.
Oh, I was wondering how that. Okay, so like it all folds up then, I guess.
Yeah, it's in pieces. Pretty strong steel and aluminum, and the insides is like the computer. I got a tablet inside there. I got a Canon camera. I have the power outlet strip. I have the USB ports to hook up everything. All the wires are in there, so I could connect
Okay.
the lights, the printer, the tablet, the camera. It's all synchronized. So I'm literally just flipping on the on switch,
And
making
then
sure the camera's on, the lights on, the tablet's on, and I'm good to go.
okay, that was my next question was the camera. So I was wondering how that all worked. So that is so fucking cool. I didn't
Yeah.
realize all
It's
the
all
intricacies.
separate, but it's all
Right.
working together. Yes. And then
Holy
I make the
smacks.
template as well. So I'll
Okay.
like go on one of my computers or even my phone, and I can make the template and make it say, you know, Emma's birthday or celebrating this or 2024 or a car show. Like I could make it say or change the colors. I could add the pictures, whether it's like 3 pictures, 1 picture, 4 pictures. Like the custom template is like all me. I just
Mhm.
kind of get ideas from the customer and then I make it to their liking.
Okay. So like you have different, I guess, tiers, or I guess they if they have special requests, then you can customize the package for them.
I really don't do like I'm gonna customize packages. I kind of just have like one set price,
Oh,
and
okay.
it's 350 for like 2 hours, but it'll be 300 if it gets local. If I have to drive, then I will add like that $50 travel fee because
Yeah.
I've traveled a lot. I've traveled, all of Southern California, LA County, OC, IE, Riverside. I've traveled San Diego. If the money's there, I'm gonna go.
Right. That's good that they're demanding you or asking for you everywhere though.
Yeah, so I've traveled a little bit of everywhere, and the minimum is 2 hours, and I'll do that for like $300, maybe 350, and then if they want me to stay longer, if they want me like for 4 or 5 hours, which sometimes they do, it's just an hour. It's just $100 extra for every hour.
Okay. Well, that sounds reasonable.
Yeah, so I'm doing probably averaging like $500, 550 a gig because they're usually about like 3 to 4 hours.
Okay. And so when the party's done, I guess the digital photos that are taken, do you do like editing and all that, or they're just the raw images and that's what
They
you
are
send?
the raw images. I do not edit
Okay.
them. No.
I was
But
wondering.
the lighting is so well. I mean, everything you see on my social, I have
Mhm.
not edited them at all.
Oh, I was
That's
wondering.
the raw photo. That's what you see is what you get. I'm not touching up anything.
Well, you have really great lighting then.
I do. And a really good camera.
So how many so like if it's digital, they can have like a certain amount of quantity pictures, or it's just however many pictures that are taken in the 2 hour time frame?
Yeah, so it's basically unlimited photos in that time frame. It's usually about 3 photos per like guest that's coming. Sometimes they go again, or if I have a long line, we just kind of keep going. I probably if it's like if I'm at a club and we're going like fast pace, because people kind of take their time and they're getting props or maybe they're checking themselves out. Like the average customer takes maybe like 3 minutes. So I'm probably getting like maybe like 30 like photos in an hour, depending on like how fast the line's going. Because people like to take their time depending if they're eating or
Right.
drinking or socializing, or maybe they're in front of the booth and I gotta like, hey guys, you gotta move. This is not a hangout spot, because they always want to like hang out. So I'm like, no, I got a line, like we gotta keep it going.
Bro, festival season's coming up. You need to find a way to like be outside of the festival arena and just like have your booth there fucking ready to go.
It's intense. When I started, like it was all like fake it till you make it. Like I had no idea what I was doing. It was like early, 2020, pre-pandemic, and like it was just like, oh, you have a photo booth? Yeah. Oh yeah, I'm so good at it. You got to hire me, and they would, and I had no idea what I was doing.
Well, it's a learning process, and clearly you're well on your way now. So,
Yeah, now I know what I'm doing. So now I know how to like work with lighting and the aperture on the camera. Obviously, my props have gotten a lot better. Knowing how to read the customers, like whether they're maybe too tipsy or maybe too shy. Like you gotta like, hey, you want to take a photo? It's fun. I have to be in that moment with them, and the moments are always different. It could be a wedding, a birthday, just a celebration, and the moment's always going to be different. And so I just try to like reassure them, like, hey, like this is a safe space. We're all just here to have a good time, take some photos. I'm here in the moment with them, and I just try
right.
to make sure they're comfortable. I'm like, hey, you could take a picture by yourself or with friends or family. You could grab a prop. You don't have to if you don't want to. So I'm just trying to like entertain as well as like, hey guys, 1, 2, 3, picture, look right here, smile, don't smile, do you want me in it? I'm just kidding, so things like that. Yeah, I'd be like, hey, like what would look good in your next photo? And they're like, what? I'm like, me? No, I'm just kidding.
That's I find it kind of odd that some people don't want to take pictures because everybody has cell phones these days and everybody's all about social media and posting selfies. So it's got to be rare when somebody doesn't want to be in the photo booth.
You have those shy people that would just kind of like linger and they'll ask you questions. They're like, "Oh, so you're the photo booth?" And I'm like, "Yes, I am." Like, there's definitely those shy people, and then you see them an hour later, and they probably had a few drinks, and they're like, "Oh, hey, I missed you." It's like, "Oh, wow, you're
You're like,
ready."
I'm packing up.
Yeah. I'm like, I need the crown back that you're wearing. That's mine. Though.
Right. Okay, so question then, since you mentioned being tipsy and all that, the photo booth itself, I guess, is pretty sturdy in case somebody were to like I don't know, tipsy over.
Yeah, I definitely try to like steer people away from walking towards it. So I'm the only one that like presses the button on the screen so they can, get ready. So I
Oh,
guide
got
them to
it.
in front of the backdrop, and I'm
Okay.
like, stand right there. I'm gonna count you guys down. It's gonna be 3 photos, have a good time. So they're not touching the screen, only I am.
Okay, I thought they were touching the screen. That's how I was just like, oh, okay, that's
No,
just
it's not a
totally
self-service. I mean, it can be, but I really just don't want to risk it. So
right.
I'm there like entertaining, interacting, making sure the photo booth does not get messed with in any way.
That
Um,
makes sense.
so I am there to guide them the whole way, and it's also like that's how you get to like talk to them, meet them, make them feel comfortable.
Okay, well, that's cool. And then, so is it just you that sets it up, or do you have a partner, or it's just
No,
yourself?
I'm a one-man crew,
Oh, well,
and
even
I
better.
will I will like invite like friends or family to like come along with me just in case I need to go to the bathroom, but they're there just to like have fun, like enjoy the cake, the food, the free alcohol, maybe dance, maybe meet some new people. Like it's really a one-man situation, but I've invited plenty like friends and family to come and just like have fun with me just so I have the company.
Okay, well, that sounds like fun though.
Yeah. And they just love it because they get a party and they get to eat for free.
Right. Okay, and then so the print jobs, I guess you have a high quality printer, or do you send that out?
Yeah, it's a DNP printer which is attached to the photo booth as well, and it takes
Oh,
about
wow.
it's like less than 30 seconds to print out your photos right after you've taken them. It's super quick.
Well, clearly I haven't been in a photo booth lately because I just assumed you were gonna like actually get them printed at your house and then you're gonna mail it to them. I didn't realize it was like same
No,
day.
it's instant, same minute,
You're
same
like, I don't
minute.
want to see you
Yeah.
guys ever again here.
Like, here you go. Here your and I could print out as many as I want. I have it set on 2 copies, but if
Okay.
the customer wants more, like maybe they wanted like a scrapbook, so I could put like another set of photos aside, and then the customers also get their photos. And if there's like a big group, because I've done like wine festivals, car shows, and there's like 6, 7, I think I could fit, depending on the amount of people, I want to say like possibly like 12 people in the frame.
Really?
And if
Huh.
everyone wants a copy and there's time and they're cool, like, yeah, I'll print each one a copy.
Wow, you're really good at this.
Yeah.
Not that I was doubting your expertise, but I just didn't realize all the intricacies and that you could fit 12 people in the fucking booth.
At least mine, depending on the space that I'm given, like, yeah, I could like crowd a bunch of faces. And I'm sure you've seen the pictures I've posted with like
Yes.
people with the props or the hats. And
And yeah,
yeah.
I didn't realize that you were the one providing all the props and everything. I thought it was like they had a theme party and they had that, and you're just like, hey, jump
Oh
in the picture with
no.
that. I
I'll
didn't
ask
realize that.
the customer like what's the theme, and I'll try to buy props, or if I already have them, I'll bring like the theme. I'll like tag along with it. So I've done
Okay.
casino nights or like kids' birthdays or like weddings, and I'll change out the props. I probably have like 3 tubs of props that I've gotten from like the 99-cent store, Dollar Tree,
Right.
Party City, maybe like Walmart or Target, like on some like toys,
Yeah.
lightsabers. Like I have so many props and toys. I love
Okay.
shopping for that stuff because it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, because it makes the pictures look so much more fun and engaging.
Yeah, and everyone loves to kind of just be in that moment.
Well, I'm very impressed, Jeff.
Thank you.
Okay, so let's wrap this up. So, do you have any 2024 goals for Zero Habit
um you know
off the
it's
top of your head, maybe, or
it's
maybe not?
getting busier, and like with my personal life and my job, so maybe trying to like hire someone to help out, so I'm not the
Okay.
one always doing the event, so maybe looking into that. Yeah.
And mainly yours are on the weekends, I would think, right?
It's
Or,
mostly on the weekends, but I do a lot of weeknight stuff as
oh,
well.
okay.
I've done
Okay, well, that's
like
good.
corporate events, art shows, even like late like anniversaries or birthdays where like it might start like at 6 or 7 p.m. Just depending on how busy I am, I'll
Mm-hmm.
I'll take it. Yeah, sure, I'll do it.
Well, good for you. Okay, let's end on this. If you can give, I know you have Zero Habit for Instagram, but give everybody your social media handles really quick and then shoot them to me on a text message so I can put them in the episode notes.
Yeah, Zero Habit Studio on Instagram, and zerohabitstudio.com is my website.
Okay, well, on that note, we will wrap this up. Thank you, Jeff, for being part of my podcast, and congratulations. I'm so very impressed with you.
Thank you. Thank you for having me.
You're welcome.
Bye.
Bye.